That's interesting. That grain train is getting held up, waiting for the this oil tanker train to drop off because they're sharing that line. What we actually need is a grain bypass there, which we could do if we built another platform here in 2 tracks, put these 2 tracks on the outside, and then have the middle 2 tracks go inside and back out, and then the grain train can go take the inside line. Which would be kind of cool thing to do, so let's do it. So if we put down cargo platforms here, a Russian P-36. I remember the P-36. That's a pretty good train, that one. You see how this is waiting again, look. That's no good. Actually, I could probably left that there, I think. No. No, the middle track needs to come this way. Right, so if we send that to the outside. I don't know, Baz. I know that you can. I know that if you look at the Transport Fever 2 box picture, it's got like these Asian bullet trains on it. So we must be getting electric trains at some point. But at the moment, we're getting them quite late by the look of it. We go. Get rid of that one. First bullet train running 64. Well, we're in 54 and we don't even have an electric train, so what's going on? Right, let's see. Merge on that, merge on that. We may need to add waypoints so we can tell the grain train what to do. So we need to add waypoint marker. So we have one there and one here. And then we need to find the grain line, which is this thing. Shanghai grain, configure line, and then Shanghai sidings. After that, you should go to that waypoint there. Then go to that station and then come back and go to that waypoint there. So right now I'm wondering why we've got red and green there. I think they're both fuel lines. Okay, that should do it. So that grain train should have gone on the inside line. I guess he didn't get the update. The only thing is the speed is kind of low on the crossover. It is, but it's nowhere near what it is compared to fully stopping and waiting for these trains to unload. What do you mean it's pink? Are you colorblind? Quite clearly, there's another train on this line. See, anything coming this way stops, and it unloads the crude, and then gathers oil, and then moves on. When it goes back empty, it goes straight through. So the grain train was getting stopped. It would sit there now and wait for this guy. And they, like everything, all of them stop there. All of them. So at least this way, the grain train gets a chance. TF1 always cross the lines before and after leaving a station. It's not a good thing anymore. Always cross the lines before and after leaving a station. I don't know. TF2, you can choose platforms for stations, so it does handle things a bit differently. Shanghai crude oil. Hey, the Twitch train. Look at it. The black currant train. You have Prime and your linked accounts now. I want to subscribe to I want my subscription to be Squirrel. How do I do that? Do you mean with Prime? I think you have to cancel your paying sub first, and then when it cancels, you can resub with Prime. You have to do it that way. You can't tell it to switch from one to the other. Hamfest, thank you very much. Oh, Hamfast, sorry. Welcome to the house. Thank you for your sub. Right, let's see if we can get something going with a plane here. I need to get a plane. We need planes in our life. I'm thinking from Pyongyang, which is 689 population, all the way over to Feelsbad, which has 700 and... I swear that's our biggest city. Wait a sec. Which one's a town statistics? That one. It is. Feelsbad is the biggest city. Look at that, by far. That and Pyongyang are just crazy, man. And we've almost got a train circuit going. There's only that section missing, and we've actually circled the inner island. So the question is, where would we put this airport? An ideal place would actually be here, if that's possible. It's not brilliant from one perspective, but from a passenger perspective, we can literally add another passenger terminal on that side, and so we've already got the infrastructure coming here. Wow, what's going on there? That's a lot of fuel. Jeez, so many. 8 capacity, is that it? Just got doubled. Nice. Globetroller, thank you for 25. That's a lot of fuel though, I'm not gonna lie. Kokosla, thank you very much for subbing as well. Welcome to the Nut House. Thank you for the nutty welcome, guys. I don't know what it is, but people just want to live in Feels Bad, man. Look at it. Just an epic place to live. Right, let's have a look how big an airfield would cost. Passenger airfield, passenger airport, cargo airfield, cargo airport. Cargo airport has up to 2 runways with small and large cargo aircraft. Okay, single runway, passenger airfield. Yikes. There's a bit of terrain modification going on there that I don't like. I really wish that wasn't here, because that would be a nice place. The only problem is if I build this here, it will completely restrict anything that we want to do with that train station.
Welcome back, Nutter.
So if I put it over here, I've got to have separate bus links going around. You've already got the tram doing that. Do you know what? I don't really have much inner city. Like, because the cities grow, you have to come back and then, like, adapt to your public transport routes. Because right now, that's not even going through the main part. I mean, I suppose they can walk to the... It's not a biggie. No, you can't delete resources. There's nothing you can do with it. Like, there, you can't... There's just nothing you can do. I think you have to go into the map editor to do that. Stimpy Slammer, thank you for 1.5 years. No problem, mate. Squirrel Logistics, welcome back. Guitar Wets with 3 years. Also, I'm now addicted to Yorkshire tea because of me.
Happy anniversary, Nutter. Happy anniversary, Nutter.
Just looking to see if we had any spare track capacity. What does Yorkshire tea taste like? How on earth can you possibly explain the answer to that? What does a sprout taste like, Danny? Heroic Spartan, 15 months already. Thank you, mate. Whoa. If you go up the hill, it actually elevates it. Look at that. An elevated airfield, that definitely appeals. Oh, that could look kind of cool. We just need like a road network to get there. Well, that's what I'm saying, Danny. You can't really explain what something tastes like. Well, listen, Bob, I went out for a meal on Friday night. And the meal that got brought to me, it was like a fixed menu. The meal that got brought to me was turkey and roast potatoes, and it had sprouts on the plate. So I said to myself, you know what? I'm going to try a sprout because I can't remember what they taste like. I know they taste disgusting, I just can't remember. And maybe my taste buds have changed. Maybe I'll like them, or maybe I won't hate them now. So I put that single sprout in my mouth and I started to chew, and I remembered why I didn't like sprouts. Because they are the most disgusting thing on this planet. So I can confirm I still hate sprouts. If we put the station, the airfield here, is there any way that we can link it all into this network, I wonder? What if we do, what veg do I like? I like a lot of veg, actually. A lot of it really, though, to be honest, Duke to Duke, a lot of it is how it's cooked. Like, I remember my mum, she used to boil things to death. So her idea of a cabbage was something that had lost all of its colour and all of its texture and all of its taste because she'd boiled it for so long. It didn't matter that it started out as a cabbage. What it ended up as was something pretty far from being a cabbage. So I like cabbage, but I like it when it's dark green and it's cooked so that it's still got taste in it. Same thing with carrots. If you cook them until they're just a mush, they're horrible. If you cook them lightly, so they've still got a little bit of bite in them, they've got taste in them. Yeah, exactly. You can completely boil the flavour away. So, you know, I like cabbage. I like cauliflower. I used to hate cauliflower when I was younger, but I like cauliflower now. Carrots I like. Peas. I like most veg. Yeah, now steamers are really good. My Mrs. Squirrel will steam vegetables and they come out so much better. They really do. They've got so much more taste. I figure if we put cargo platforms down, because they're massive, and basically buy ourselves space now, why are some of the trains complaining? And then do a passenger building on the other side. Something's crying. Train 22. What's the matter, bro? It feels bad, man. What's the matter? Don't worry, we didn't change anything on you. Not really. Just turn yourself around and life's good. Feels bad. Now I reckon wait, how are you supposed to link this up with roads and stuff? Yes. So when I click on that, the entire thing here lights up, which means that is now a transfer. So all my existing tram infrastructure is now linked to this airfield. Look at that. That's beautiful. I love that. That basically means that I don't need to build any more public transport, and everybody landing or taking off here can use all our public transport service. So people can even get a train from Lucknow to Feelsbad and then take a plane all the way down to Pyongyang when we build that. That's amazing. That's awesome. All you got to do is just sculpt this land a little bit. There's a smooth tool, there is. Nice. We could do something else on that road if we wanted to. You can also have passenger and cargo airports combined. You can, so we can actually configure this. You know, we're not going to do it yet, but we could configure this and add passenger and cargo terminals and start adding them in. And then fly stuff into here, which is cool. No, we need a second airfield and then we need a plane. Right, so let's go back to Pyongyang and see what we can do. Now, Pyongyang is a much, much bigger problem because the station is like in the heart of the city. There's no way we can drop an airfield into the middle of Pyongyang. So we need to kind of decide where we want it and then public transport to it. At the moment, we've got a public transport route around here, so over here might be an idea, assuming it fits in. The Russian Class TE3. That looks vaguely electric. That could be the first electric train. Nope, it's a diesel. So in 1956, we get our first diesel. What? Blimey. Okay, that's actually bigger than I thought it was. But if we get rid of the depot, it would work. Alternatively, we stick it over here. And get people in that way. It kind of looks like a nice place for an airfield, to be honest. Well, it kind of is towards the water side, isn't it? If you put it out here. It's kind of out the way of the city a bit. Maybe orient it like that or something. I think we'll upgrade the road first, to be honest. If we get a nice... I'm not sure what that was. If we get a nice medium lane, a large street maybe, tram track on it, yes, electric. Collision. God, scumbag game. That's pretty cool. Wow, it's going to ditch those anyway, no matter what. There you go. That's on the tram circuit. The game froze. Ah, is that what it was? 1 second. OBS has crashed. 1 second. Okay, give me a sec. I'll fix it. Okay, calm down. Calm. Chill. Take a deep breath. Ah, the screen frozen. It's OBS is screen. Squirrel games. Chill. We can fix it. It's easy. Two seconds. I think we might have to restart. There you go. What's OBS? You don't need to worry. You're not a streamer. There we go. All good? All good. Lebanon. Anyway, so I've put that on there. I've put the tram track on there now, and tram track 4 lane here. So now we can build the airfield and link that up there. And then if we have we create a dedicated shuttle line, I think. We'll call this, this will be the road network. And this is Pyongyang airport shuttle. Something like that. So we're going to go from... Can we go direct to this thing, or do we have to... Yeah, we have to put a tram thing outside of it. Bus tram station, easily done. See, we could put it here, but if we put it here, it will restrict our ability to edit that later. So I kind of think that it might be better just to put it down here. And then we go from there. And if we can bring people back to the main transport hub, which is essentially that. That is our airport shuttle right there. We'll take the fast one. We'll buy a couple. We can take 30 people. Let's buy 3. Unable to find path. Missing electric track. Oh, okay. So I think I know what's going on here. We need to find the route that it wants to take, which is that red route, and something on that route has not got electric on it. Wait, what? I built this road. I told it to specifically have electric track. Oh, God, that's it, though. Wait, no, that's got electric. A small street from the station still lacks tram tracks. Oh, is it? What, is it that one? Oh, it wants to go that way. Scumbag game. You serious, game? That loop has got electric tracks on it. Well, I have checked all the streets where it goes. Looks fine to me. Look, if you look at the routing, it comes down that road and it goes along here and then around. Just goes around this loop. Looks electrified to me. You think there's no tram to the airport at all? What do you mean? I think it's that better track, but it won't let me upgrade it. I think it's that. Blackmutt, thank you for gifting 5 subs, Blackmutt. Thank you very much, sir. If you just got gifted a sub, please give me a thank you, guys. Tram track electric. Length 20 meters. It says it's got electric. That depot has no electric. I just built it with electric. What are you talking about? How can this tram depot, where I've sent trams out of, have no electric? I've literally sent all of our trams out of here. Like, all these electric trams were created from that depot. You didn't when you replace they spawn in on the tracks. Okay. Depot contains vehicles. Oh my god. It looks like it's got cabling. That's so dumb. Do you know what? It should actually help you. It could at least help you. It could go, these bits don't have electric. But no, it's like, go figure it out, sucker. NYKev, thank you very much for subbing. Thank you once again, Blackmutt. It's very kind, mate. Right. Now we can build a plane. Nobody wants to go to the airport yet. So let's go for new line. Pyongyang to feels bad planes. Whoa. Ho, ho, ho. That's a nice flight path. Classic oil refiner next to an airport, as you do. Okay, so when I flew into... This is real life. When I flew into Portland, Maine, with Mr. Cat Strater in the Cessna 172, as we flew out of Portland, Maine, right next to it was stuff you wouldn't believe, including a giant cemetery right next to a gas station. Right next to the airport. So trust me, they do these things. get the hanger going. Right, buy vehicles. You could do a second station near the airport and transform the first one for passengers only. And you could do a port near the airport. You could do a second what? Fret station. I don't know what you mean. Could you pre-order TF2? Yep. If you do exclamation mark TF2, if you want to get it at a discount, but if you have Transport Fever 1 on Steam already, you can buy it for 25% off instead of the games plan at 17% off. The other thing is, if you want to join the Convoy, the Sunday Night Trucking Convoy, which is on the 28th of December, exclamation mark Convoy, applications are now open. You've only got a week to apply. You have to be a subscriber to be in the Convoy. It's a sub-only Convoy. But make sure you get your application in because they're only open for 7 days, okay? Fret is French for cargo. We're talking English though, aren't we? So a cargo station. What, a second airfield, you mean? Right, passenger. Let's see. Capacity 10, 10, 15, 14. Yeah. Why would you have a second airfield for cargo when you can now have cargo on the same airfield? Thank you. I like the look of the Douglas DC-4. 3 million with $500,000 running costs. Takes 15 people. The DC-3 costs half of that. Maybe we should start off with the DC-3. Just get it all going with the DC-3. What do you mean? What do you think? Bristol's a cargo plane. Why is it under passenger then? Why is Bristol under cargo and passenger? No DC-4. Okay, DC-3 it is then. It carries both apparently. It's designed to fly passengers and vehicles across the English Channel. Since this became unprofitable due to competition of fast ferries, freight was transported instead. There you go. Does both. See? So, Ashwin Ship, it's not a cargo plane, it's both. Trucks in Fan, thank you for 5 months. The DC-3 is a propeller-driven fixed-wing aircraft whose speed and range revolutionized air travel in the 30s and 40s. From 1945, it was used all over the world in civil aviation. I just said Jason B, but run the Convoy command and have a look. Four is better than the 3. Well, the 4 is almost twice the price as the 3. That's what I'm worried about. Achievements unlocked. Have a town with a population of 750. Let me guess. Feels bad. I got to see this guy's take off on landing. Short taxi. Alrighty, bro. Line up. Punch it, Chewie. You think they'd chop down the trees behind the runway? Never mind. That wasn't a bad takeoff, actually. That was way better than a Skyline's takeoff. He's still got his flaps up. I'm pretty certain he should have raised his flaps by now. All that extra drag. He's still got the flaps down. What's going on? Oh, finally. Oh, I see what he does. He brings the flaps up for cruise. He gets the extra lift during climb. I wonder if there'd be anybody like to pick up. Whoa. Steep descent. Flaps have come down again. Yeah, we've got no passengers because we just established the line, so can't wait to see the approach. I might go and demolish some of those trees on approach. Oh, gear down. This is cool. Oh, we got runway lights. Fantastic. I think there might be some passengers there, you know. Might be one passenger waiting. Oh, it's not bad, White. It's definitely better than Skylines. Skylines just go. Oh, the wind's going to take out the windsock. There's somebody there, look. Oh no, it's just the stupid marshal. Oh. No passenger. Oh, one passenger. We've got one passenger. To be honest, the modelling on the wing surface, like the texturing, is pretty good. Uh-oh, we're going to take off into the little hill though. I need to flatten that off. Oh, we just cleared the trees. This tropical biome, though, is perfect for flying around. So good. That skybox, though, that ain't bad. Look at that. I wonder how much we'll get paid by this one passenger. You know, all things considered, it's not doing a bad job of rendering the graphics. This will be an instant approach right next to the coast. Are we going to have to go off map to land? Uh-oh. We've just flew off the edge of the earth. Anyway, we're back into a nice approach. It's not crashed on me at all, then, Captain. I've not had one problem. Oh, those trees. I need to cut down those trees. That's not good. We're about to go straight through the trees. Rip. Smed, thank you for 37 months, mate. China Railways RM4. We're still making steam trains in 1958, apparently. Oh, there's more than one person waiting now. There's 10 people waiting now. Look at this. 10 rich people. So we get paid for this. $36,000 that guy paid. Look at those finances. I reckon with 10 people on board, it might actually work though. Assets. Cool. I like it. Let's go and sort the other one out. That's better. That's more like it. Oh, look at that. There's already 6 people lined up. I reckon we could probably make another plane once the first one's in profit. Found it. I think someone should have emailed the devs and just explained flaps a little better. That'd be great. Can you see the people? That's pretty cool. The fact that it actually puts them in the plane is pretty cool. There you go. Why is it limited to 15 seats? I don't know. What a great view. That jagged little window. Wait. When you're inside, the wing doesn't show, look. I was trying to work out where's the wing, but it's actually there, but it doesn't show when you're inside. That's a bit weird. Autosave high. Got 4 people waiting here. Watch this guy come and nick all the passengers. Hopefully he'll just take off. Five-minute delay. How? As soon as he gets paid, I'm gonna turn him off for a second. $368,000 he got paid. Just about broke even on the year. So yeah, each passenger's paying about 36 grand. It's not bad. Let's let that plane get some distance. Danny G, see you later, mate. Nah, I don't think waiting until full is going to work, but this has got a reasonable amount of passengers and that plane will almost be there now. So we'll turn it back on again. There we go. Cool. So we've now got some air transport going. Nice. The only thing we don't have are ships. Oh, you just bring in the Canada Air CL-44. Oh, man. Wait, where is that? Why can't I buy the Canada Air CL-44? got a small airport. Small airfield, what's all that about? Gonna need to get a big airport at some point. Is it the runway length that's a problem? Do you know what? That's a lot of people waiting for a plane right there. That's actually way more than we can carry right now. Holy moly. Luckily for these, a new plane was delivered this morning. What's he going to do? Is he going to wait? Oh, this is going to be interesting. I thought he was going to get pushed back then, but he didn't push back. Blimey, this air service is getting a bit popular. Passenger terminal. Yeah, you can't actually extend the runway. So if you want to build a big airfield, you're going to have to literally demolish that and build a new one. There's no way you can upgrade it. All you can do is like add more terminals and stuff. So they've just taken off and there's like a full plane's worth of people ready. Where's that other plane? There he is. Not quite the same at this end. Feels bad I haven't really sort of got used to it yet. This is slightly worrying. We've got 1,000 private journeys and 2,699 public transport. But yet we don't seem to have the traffic problem. That's weird. You need local transport to airfield. I have. That's what these tram links are. Look, that tram takes people around here. Feels bad buses, this one. Makes 200 grand a year, that one. Pretty solid finances. Is the bus in the catchment of the airport? Yeah, we configured all that. See? That, they're all linked. I do worry whether our airport links have scuppered our transport passenger links. Wait, where are the tools? There's meant to be tools here. $47, that's not exactly a lot. Shipments, 128. I wonder if we need to bring more in. 31 of 36. I just don't think we're moving enough.
Happy anniversary, Nutter.
Don't even make the SCH anymore. Let's put another one on that line, see if we can improve things. Achievements unlocked. Aircraft entrepreneur. Lol. Grindock, thank you for 13 months. Crash landing, welcome back. Now there's tours waiting. Holy moly. Why are we losing insane amounts of money on Pyongyang food and grain? What is going on? Is that because I told it to wait? I bet that's what it is. Yep, it just can't output the same rate. There's not enough being made. Mr. Grindock, how is TF2? Oh, how is Squirrel? I'm good, thank you. You have 300 passengers waiting at the train station. Which one? 4 ports? Where's our 85-year-old train? LRPD, thanks for 17 months. I don't remember, to be honest. There's not terrifically good passenger service going on here. It's a long line, that one. So there's 4 trains, but it's such a long distance. I wonder whether it's better to just have them going from Shanghai to Feelsbad and then have Feelsbad to Lucknow rather than have it going all the way through and back. What do you think? Upgrade to diesel. Let's have a look how quickly they're going. It's doing 100 Ks. Diesel only does 100 Ks as well, 285 traction. Well, the diesel has way more tractive effort, but it doesn't really have a higher top speed. No ETS, I'm out. See ya. I think you should create a loop and run them in one direction only. I don't think the trains are fast enough for that yet. I mean, this guy here, by the time he's got to 100 Ks, is about probably there-ish. Me. De Havilland Comet? Nice. So an upgrade to diesel is going to cost a fortune. Go away. Tell you what, why does it cost $1 million just for a passenger? And that's 1.5 million and it takes one extra person. That's actually rubbish. See, it reckons mediocre performance. Gets to 100 in 100 seconds. That ain't that much better. It's not worth a $20 million outlay just to do that. The passenger cargo is limited to 100 kilometers top speed. It doesn't matter how fast your loco is. We can't double the cars. If we double the cars, we'll be too long for the platform. But the diesel only does 100. You'd have to get the Russian P-36 to go any faster. So instead of that, you'd have to go Russian P-36 followed by... In fact, you couldn't even take 4 of them. You'd have to take 3. Unless I go and extend all the tracks. I'd have to extend these passenger lanes to extra length, which is perfectly doable. It's doable on that one, and it's doable on that one. It's just a bit of faffing around. So each of these is 40 meters, right? So that makes that 160. Was the cargo going to that one? I think it was. I should have paid more attention to how he had it configured. You could have extended the other end. Yes, that would have been easier. Can anybody remember how we had this configured? Lol. I had 6 tracks coming in. We didn't take the easy way, that's very true. I think the middle 2 were running straight through, aren't they? They're the middle 2 that are just going straight on. Something like that. And then I think these just... Why does it want to build? Packs at one end, freight at the other. Yeah, but there was a crisscross somewhere here, I think. Was it this one that had the slip? I think it was like that, but I'm not 100%. Look now. Yeah, something's broken. I should have paid more attention. Get fresh, welcome back. I should have paid more attention here. Maybe it was that one that had the crossover and not this one. Maybe I had both passenger lines crisscrossing there. I can't honestly remember. I lost auto save probably a while back. It's 2003. The last auto save was 801. Three minutes ago. 3 minutes ago. Do you think I destroyed this after 3 minutes ago? Let's try it. It's a risk. I think it's loading. It's either loading or crashing. One of the two. Was that not a save when you landed the plane? Probably was, in which case I hadn't messed about with the track at that point. I think I'm going to have to restart the game. Wait, there's a Transport Fever update. Who pushes out an update on a Sunday? For crying out loud. They just updated the game. Auto save 801. Maybe the devs have been watching the stream and they just like implemented some changes that I've been asking for all day. Yeah, imagine that if the flaps on the plane just suddenly behave differently, or you can lay out signals in a nice, easy fashion. Imagine that. Just quickly coded it up this afternoon. They added an undo command. Oh my god, that would be so good.
Welcome back, Nutter.
An undo command. Imagine. Rallo Tubbs back again for 3 months. Thank you, mate. Oh yeah, cloning a train. I think cloning a train would be a bigger problem for them.
Happy anniversary, Nutter.
We're in luck now. And rip. That can't be. Oh god. It actually auto-saved it right in the middle of all that messing around. Yay. That's even worse than it was. Oh my god, game. Why are you defaulting to non... I love how there's no easy way of changing these.
Happy anniversary, Nutter.
Oh, look, one of them's fixed. That's good.
Welcome back, Nutter.
There's something else going in there. Well, it's not complaining, so
Happy anniversary.
maybe it's fixed. And then we have to extend this one. Reach the maximum headquarters level. Holy moly. Look at that. It's great, but I kind of feel like you should be able to customize this and like add some stuff around it, you know? Car parks and Bentleys, swimming pool, you know. It's very impressive. The Squirrel Khalifa. Right, so this one is pass through, and then this one's coming into a single track. Okay. I'm gonna extend it this side because it's a lot easier than that side. That side's a mess. I don't need to screenshot it. You guys can memorize it. Let's see.
Happy anniversary, Nata.
Lord Losso. 5 months already. Can't wait for the next month. Happy holidays to you, sir. I'm going in. Okay. 1, 2. Okay, that's part 1 done. No, none of it's electric yet, so only that bit that's new. None of this is electric yet. So if I remember correctly, they go straight through. And then these guys come into that one, I think. But it doesn't matter which one they go into. So I might make them go into a different one. Do it that way. Looks like Lord Dawn of the Shire has finally made an appearance. Okay, so that's broken those lines, which we can now fix by re-adding doesn't like that very much. Okay, so I'll just break my deep concentration right now and we'll change to Lord Doyle. Are you messy? You look messy.
He's just coming from his stroll.
Ugh. You smell of soil. You smell like you've just been digging for me. You smell, bro. You've definitely been digging.
Fresh air there is.
Say hey.
Happy anniversary, Nata.
Mr. Hooch, thank you for 38 months. You alright, pal?
We got set up on twice tonight. Good night.
Ninja Doyle.
Welcome back, Nata.
Smelly Doyle is the best Doyle.
Yeah.
That's easy for you to say when you can't smell him. Hello there, pal.
A bit concerned you might drop him, I think.
No, he's looking if he's dropped any food. That's what he's
He's like,
looking.
Where's my steering wheel? I normally have a steering wheel to lean on.
He's not
Where's it
concerned with
gone?
my health. Pringle says, hope you're well.
I've only got one leaky nostril. I'm good.
Wait, what?
I've only got one leaky nostril.
One leaky nostril? Enjoying your cheesy bites there.
As we've been waiting for him all day. Keeps looking in his cupboard. And I've been telling him no. He loves his cheese bites.
Right, Doily. Thanks for popping in. Say bye-bye. Have a great week and all that. High five, everyone. There we go. All right. See you later, bro.